All right, good evening. My name is Yeshua Amani. I'm here to drop some good news today for one of my clients. First, if you want to contact me, you can contact me on Facebook under Paralegal Nation, under my personal Instagram page, Mr.Amani1985, my TikTok page under Paralegal Nation. You can also contact me via email, info@paralegalnation.biz. You can also go on my website, www.paralegalnation.biz as well. Or you can contact me on YouTube under Paralegal Nation as well. So today, we got some mail from Sacramento County, as you can see here. Boom. So this is, I can pretty much say this is like a part 2, because remember on one of my videos I told you the step-by-step on how to get your Sacramento case expunged and how different it is. So let me give you a recap of Sacramento County and let you guys know how it works. So with the County of Sacramento, what you have to do is you have to make 6 copies of the first 5 pages of your motion. So the first 3 pages is the petition for dismissal, that's 3 pages, and then the next 2 pages is the order for dismissal, right? So you have to have the original plus 5 more copies. And the reason why they want so many copies because they're going to distribute it to the different various organizations that has something to do with your case. So they can notify them and let them know that, hey, this person's getting a record expunged. If it gets granted, I'm gonna need you to seal and destroy the record. So remember, one goes to the courts, one goes to the district attorney, one goes to the jail, one goes to the Department of Justice, one goes to the police department, and then the other one goes to I forgot what the other place that it goes to. Oh, the probation department. So those are the 6 places to go. So when you send 6 copies, they have to distribute to all those people because they all have some say-so on if they're going to either grant or deny. So let me give you a recap. How does it go in court? So let's say you've been good on probation, you didn't get no violations, you didn't get any write-ups, or you didn't have any affiliation with any contact with police department. Your probation officer has a right to either grant or deny, or accept or deny you to get your record expunged. The reason why it goes to the jail is because they want to check and see how was your behavior in jail, and to seal and destroy the Department of Justice because they need to delete it off their record, to the Sheriff Department because they need to seal and destroy your arrest, to the District Attorney because he has a right to get a copy of it as well. So everybody has a say-so when it comes to Sacramento County. Now, right here, as you can see, I have two sets of papers, right? Because I had to do 6 copies for this one and 6 copies for this one. So imagine you have to do pretty much, you have to send out a whole bunch of copies. And if you're going to do Sacramento County, if you have multiple different convictions in Sacramento County, from me to you, if you're going to do it yourself instead of hiring me or another person, make sure that you do vanilla envelopes and make sure that you put 1 case per envelope. Because like I told you guys, for the clerks there, they is kind of lazy. So if you got 3 cases, make sure you get 3 vanilla envelopes and do your 6 copies and all your motions in 1 envelope per case. So if you got 3 cases, 3 vanilla envelopes with all your copies for that case. So you're gonna do the 6 copies plus the fee waiver and the proof of civil service in 1 envelope for 1 case. You do that for the next case. You're gonna do that for the next case. You're gonna do that for the next case for Sacramento County. This is the only county that I work with so far that requires 6 copies. I heard of 2, I heard of 1, but Sacramento County is the only county that I've dealt with. I dealt with well over like 10 different counties that requires you to have 6 copies of the first 5 pages. Now, also, if you're going to deal with Sacramento County, their court dates are very, very far. So, for example, I filed this paperwork, as you guys can see, in September, right there, September 18th, right? And my client doesn't have a court date until March, as you guys can see right here. Well, the handwriting is kind of bad, but right there, 2000, you see the 6 right there? So 2026. I want to say that's March 6, 2026. And the reason why it's like that is because the court calendars in Sacramento County is pretty much booked up. So if you're trying to get a job and you need Sacramento County as a case that you're trying to get expunged, it's going to take you longer. So you pretty much going to have to wait until damn near until 2026. So don't count on trying to get that job for don't count on trying to get that job while you in the process of waiting to get your record expunged for 2026. So what Sacramento County is going to do is, once they finally give you a court date, I just got this paperwork today, I just picked it up from my mailbox. They're going to send you your motions back, the copies of it, with your court dates attached to it. Like, for example, this is for one of my clients. We have 2 different cases. So just to let you guys know, just to give you a little recap, Sacramento County, 6 copies of the first 5 pages. Then you're going to include the other pages, the proof of civil service and your fee waiver. And make sure that you fill out your paperwork correctly, because the clerks of courts there will send your whole packet back. Then you got to go ahead and then redo what they say do, and then get another vanilla envelope and send it out. So that's how Sacramento County works. Once they finally get you a court date, they're going to go ahead and send you a vanilla envelope with your court date. And it's a 50-50 chance that you have to go to court, right? You really don't have to go to court to get your record expunged from Sacramento County. I've had clients that didn't have to go to court. So if you're working with me, what I usually do is I usually file a motion to waiver appearance, and then I write like a nice little story that I can write to the judge and district attorney and say, hey, can you rule on this when I'm not there? Majority of expungements usually happen behind closed doors anyway. If you can make it to court, go. If you can't, if it's due to your work schedule, etc., just file a simple piece of paper, or I like to file a waiver, so you don't have to go to court, and they'll just rule on it based off of the evidence from there. And the evidence really consists of, how was your behavior in jail, how was your behavior on probation, on parole, do you have any pending cases, did you have any probation violations, did you have any parole violations, did you get any write-ups, do you have any outstanding charges or warrants, how long you've been out of jail since you've been in trouble last, just things like that. So if your evidence is pretty good, you really don't have to be there. Just file a motion to waive your appearance, and then just have them rule on it. If you can go to court, you just go to court. You don't need an attorney for this. It's more of like a 2-minute process. It's an out of custody matter, so you're going to be there with other people that's in custody. So don't be intimidated when you see other people getting called before you, because they're going to handle in custody matters and out of custody matters. So for those who don't know what that means, those in custody matters, someone that's actually fighting a case, they got denied bail, or they pending a trial or a continuance or something like that. That's more of an in custody matter. An out of custody matter is someone like, you and I trying to get the record expunged, and you just going to court, showing up at the time you're supposed to go to court, and you sitting there and you checking in with the bailiff, and then the bailiff say, hey, we're going to call you soon. The judge say, hey, well, we calling the case under such and such, the state of California versus such and such, case number 22 da 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 da. And you're gonna walk up to the podium, and they're gonna go over, okay, we're here for an expungement hearing according to Penal Code 123.4. They're gonna ask the district attorney, like, do you agree, do you disagree, do we need to amend the paperwork or anything like that? If you've been on top of your shit, then the district attorney is not gonna reject it. He's going to grant it based on the terms of Penal Code 123.4, and then the judge is going to either grant it or deny it. Majority of the time they're going to grant it. You don't need a lawyer present, and that's how it works. So don't be intimidated because you got to sit in front of the judge. This is a good reason why you're sitting in front of the judge. So if you can make it to court for your expungement hearing for Sacramento and any other counties, go. If you can't, due to a work schedule or conflict or sickness, anything like that, make sure you file just a piece of paper, but I like to call it a motion, for waiver your appearance, and have them rule on the evidence just off that. If you or any of your family members do not feel like doing the legwork to get your record expunged in the county of Sacramento, and if that's too much work for you to do, contact me. I'm all about changing the lives of people and helping people get their record expunged. I will drop my contact information in the description, and contact me if you need a consultation with other counties, or just Sacramento County or any other county, or the state of Georgia, because I also help you expunge your record in the state of Georgia as well. I'm also in the process of studying 2 states right now, Nebraska and Colorado, so I will have those under my belt as well. So for those who have cases in Nebraska and Colorado, even though I'm not doing those states right now, I'm actually studying the laws, because my goal is to expunge criminal records in all 50 states. Feel free to contact me, and in the little knowledge that I did inherit, I can share with you. If I do have the motions, I do have the statutes that I'm studying right now. So if you need any advice on those 2 states, if you want to be a guinea pig, because I usually do like the first 5 people for free once I study the state and like understand it and know it. and I don't really charge people for new states, contact me, and I can use you as a guinea pig, and then so I can get familiar with the courts. So then I can just get your record expunged, and I can understand what's going on and how the courts work, how the district attorney work, how the county works, etc. So again, thank you guys for watching. For those who are followers of my page, continue following. I'm continue dropping good news of all my clients to get their record expunged. You guys have a nice evening.